Hey everybody, how are you? I am Awesome Austin here with Gemar USA. I'm one of the sponsors here for the Gemar team, so I'm super excited to be here with you guys. We're going to give it a little bit of time here to go ahead and let everything kind of set up and have people come in and join in here on our live. So I'm fairly new to the Gemar team. I actually was sponsored a few different times. While we wait for people to join on, before we go ahead and we start our design here, before all of that, what we're going to go ahead and do is I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. What we're going to do is I'm just kind of go through a little backstory. So when I first started twisting balloons, I was 7 years old. I started when I was really, really little. There's Mateo.
Hey Austin,
Hey, buddy.
just real quick,
Yeah.
can we have the camera a little bit higher, because remember, says we're splitting the screen now.
Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead and move the camera up a little higher. Oh, so I got my assistant here with me today.
Well, thanks, assistant.
Boot it up. Oh, perfect.
There we go. There we now we can see you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Awesome.
Awesome.
So I'll let you start all over again because sorry to interrupt. So
No worries.
so go ahead.
Okay, so again, I started twisting balloons when I was about 7 years old. My father actually saw somebody twisting at a restaurant. I wasn't even there, but I have ADHD as much as ADHD can get. So I have a lot of fidget behavior. You'll notice I play with my buttons a lot. My hands are always doing something. And again, the best thing in the world is balloons. It's literally the fidget behavior. So anyway, my father saw somebody twisting and said, hey, this would be really cool. Let's see if he likes it. I come from a very heavily military background. So a lot of my family is in the military, and I went to clown college. There's always one. So
There's always a different one in the family.
Brought up, was like, well, Dad, you started this. So,
Well, I just want to, real quick, before we get started, Austin, I just want to remind you that we will have to translate everything into Spanish. We have two crowds here. So, but most importantly, once you see this, that means stop, okay?
Okay,
stop.
perfect.
All right, awesome. But let me just go over what you just said in Spanish so we can keep on, and we'll talk about what we're going to do today and with the list of materials, okay?
Perfect.
Okay. Bueno, muy buenas tardes para todo el mundo. Otra vez, otro episodio, otra vez juntos aprendiendo en el Gemar Live Adventure. Hoy estamos con Awesome Austin. Es un chico twistero que lleva desde los 7 años trabajando con los globos, y su talento y su hobby son twisting. Dice que viene de una familia muy de militares, y entonces todo el mundo fue al ejército menos él, que fue a la escuela de payasos, como dice él. And so guys, welcome back to another Gemar Live Adventure. Right now this is the first time that we have Awesome Austin with us, a very, very talented twister, also decorator. But today we're going to learn a lot of twisting, right?
Yes, sir. So the design that we're going to actually learn today is actually a really fun one for a lot of you sci-fi geeks out there, or people who love like aliens and all the sci-fi related stuff. I'm a big nerd of that kind of stuff. If I were to give you a 180 of my room here, Star Wars stuff and alien stuff, and it's ridiculous. Anyway, so we're going to do one of my favorite protagonists in any film. As far as monsters and aliens, things like that go. We're actually going to make the xenomorph alien from the movie Alien or Alien versus Predator, things like that. We're actually going to make the xenomorph alien. It's super fun. It's a little bit complicated in the sense that it takes a lot of balloons, but the twisting, the actual techniques behind the twisting, is pretty simple. There's just a lot of steps, but it's a cool design.
Okay. So, entonces hoy vamos a aprender vamos a hacer una pieza de extraterrestre. Dice que es muy complicada, pero vamos a aprender muy bien en las manos de Austin, vamos a aprender a hacer el monstruo de la película Alien vs. Predator. No sé si muchos han visto esa película. Es una película de ciencia ficción, y como a él le gusta mucho, sus hobbies son ver películas de ciencia ficción, hoy vamos a aprender a hacer el monstruo de Alien vs. Predator. Let me just say a couple things before we get started. I want to thank E&M Fantasy. That's our associate in Ohio. So thank you guys for hosting this live today. Those of you who may not know, this is our associate our Gemar associate in Ohio. So any balloons you see today, you could purchase them there or any Gemar associates. But thank you guys for hosting this wonderful class today. Para los que apenas están uniendo, estamos trabajando, vamos a aprender a hacer una figura de Twister. Es una especie de alien de la película Alien vs. Predator. Y le queremos dar un fuerte, fuerte abrazo y un saludo y unas gracias a la gente de E&M Fantasy, nuestro asociado en Ohio. All right, so let's get to the materials.
All right, so for materials, I would just grab a bag of black 260s. So as you guys can see here, I got a lot of 260s. We may not use all of these. I just grabbed as many black Jamar 260s as I possibly could and threw them off to the side. Again, there's quite a bit of twisting in this guy. Again, we're not going to use all of them, but we'll go through the particles as we go. But I would just make sure you got a nice big bundle of black.
No, okay. El primer paso que vamos a hacer es tener, vamos a agarrar una bolsa, no necesariamente toda la bolsa, pero una bolsa del 014-260 del Jamar Balloons, que es el negro, 014. All right, now.
Also going to want to have, I would grab, so we're only going to need probably about 2 of these guys. These are the 350s, so just 2 of the black 350s.
Y vamos a tener dos de los 350 negros, 014, 2 de ellos.
All right, and then we're also going to grab them, see if I have the 260 version. If not, I'll just teach it with a, let me see here, one sec. Grab my bag here. All right, so I'm going to have to use the Jamar 350 shiny silver, but what you're really going to want to use is a 260. I can manipulate it to make it work for what I want. But you guys are going to want a 260 just to make it a little easier. But I have a 350 here, and we'll show you that.
Okay, y también, so it's only one, right?
Just one. Yeah, those are going to be the teeth.
Okay, y también el próximo material va a ser uno 260 de Shiny Silver. Así que en ese momento tenemos una bolsa de 260 negro, 014, 2 globos de 350 negro, 014, y un globo de Shiny Silver, 260. All right, let's go.
Alrighty, so okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So whenever I do a design of a creature or character, I always start from the head and then work my way down. You really want to put a lot of focus in the head because the more detail you can get into the actual facial features, the more somebody's gonna know exactly what that is across the room. So
Great tip. Let me translate that. Every time you say great tip, I gotta say it right away, man. Okay, lo primero que vamos a hacer cuando estamos trabajando Twister en las figuras, las personas, o algo que una caricatura que ya sabemos que es como por ejemplo Bob Esponja o algo, siempre el primer enfoque es trabajarla de arriba para abajo, porque vamos a tener que tener mucho enfoque en la cara, así es como la gente se da cuenta de qué estamos hablando, de qué estamos haciendo. Es muy importante que los detalles de la cara sean muy precisos. All right, go ahead.
All right, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna start with the head. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a 260 black.
Vamos a agarrar un 260 negro, 014. And guys, those of you who are new and just joining, please share this live with everybody. We want people to learn. We want people to start twisting. We want people to have some fun today with us. So please share this live with all your friends. Para la gente que apenas se está uniendo, por favor, compartan el live con la gente para que aprendan algo de twisting. Es algo muy chévere. All right, let's go.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to inflate this bad boy up. Have about 4 fingers worth of space on the bottom there, so about 4 fingers.
Y dejamos 4 dedos de excedente.
Give it a little burp. Burping is important. It gives you just a little extra. It doesn't shoot down here. It just softens your balloon just enough to where it doesn't have too much stress under twisting.
Así como vemos que cuando lo inflamos él deja un poquito más para que el aire se distribuya correctamente por todo el globo para que podamos manejarlo y no se explote.
Perfect. All right. Now you're going to inflate your 350 all the way to the very end.
Okay. And now vamos a inflar el 350 negro, uno de los dos, y completamente hasta el final.
All right, so now what we're going to want to do, so we're going to use this as a method. And when I say that, I mean that we're going to take our 260 black. We're going to come about here. Now, 350 means it's 3 inches by 3 inches. So you want to do about a 3-inch bubble here. So lengthwise, you want to do about 3 inches because this is going to be sandwiched in. So it makes sense in a minute. So we're going to do about 3 inches here.
Así que le vamos a unir aproximadamente 3 pulgadas o 3 dedos a una burbuja del 260.
So perfect. You have that now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a 1-inch pinch twist. So we're going to make a 1-inch bubble.
Y ahora una pulgada, un pellizco de una pulgada.
And then we're going to pull it, pinch it, twist it. So you have something that makes the right angle there like that.
Very good.
Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to do about a 1.5 to 2-inch bubble down here. We're doing a section about this big.
Ahora como 2 dedos, una burbuja de 2 dedos aproximadamente.
Right.
Everything's clear so far.
Pinch twist.
Ahora go.
All right, now we're going to match it up. So another three. We're basically making a rectangle, right?
Básicamente hacemos un rectángulo.
Followed by pinch twist. Again, match up the other side here. Pinch twist. All right. So you should have something that looks like this.
Y así como vemos, unimos esas 4 esquinas y tenemos un rectángulo.
So now that you have that, we're going to take our 350. We're going to place that right here like this. See the nozzle. You take the nozzle side, stick it through here like
Ahora,
a little bit.
wait, I'm sorry, Austin. Is that the neck of the balloon or the top?
So this is where the nozzle is.
Okay.
Take the nozzle.
Let me see the back, please.
So this is the back of it. Is smooth.
Okay.
The front has the nozzle.
Okay. Y ahí tenemos el cuello, o sea que la parte del cuello del 350 es
And we got this guy. We're gonna stick it like this through the middle here. Just enough to where we're not pulling it through. We're just kind of getting it in there so it holds its place.
Y el propósito no es que lo introduzcamos por completo, es solamente.
Perfect. All right. So now.
Wait, Austin, let me explain this, please. El propósito es que lo dejemos ahí bien fijado y no lo pasemos por completo. All right, we got it. Oh, also, guys, those of you who are just joining, we could find him Awesome mostly on Facebook, right? Is that where you usually?
Yeah, you can find me. I have a page called Awesome Austins. My profile picture is it says Awesome Austins in all blue and a big circle, and it's me all in cartoon form going.
And it's also you're on TikTok as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Para la gente que quiere aprender más sobre él y aprender más de él con los twisting, podemos encontrarlo en Facebook como Awesome Austin o también en TikTok Awesome Austin y también en Instagram Awesome Austin Events.
Yeah, perfect. So on TikTok, you guys can find me at awesome_Austin007.
Okay. And TikTok is Awesome piso Austin 007. Yeah.
So, all right, guys. So what we're going to do now is we've got this guy here. Pretty much we've got that one side. We're now going to create, we're going to take another 260 and we're going to fill it up with the 4-finger section just like before.
Ahora vamos a hacer lo mismo con el 260 negro. Dejamos 4 dedos. 4 dedos al final. Así que, por favor, comparten este live. Guys, please share the live. We want to get to at least 150 viewers, please.
All right, guys. So now we have our 4-finger bubble here. We're going to go ahead. We're going to tie this nozzle into, because we're going to put a balloon onto every one of these points here.
Okay.
So we have points. So we're going to do that 3 more times. We're going to take this guy here, put that there. 2 more times. We're tying those nozzles in.
Awesome. Entonces, el propósito de esto es que vamos a anudar cada de las 4 esquinas de los pellizcos. Hicimos previamente con un 260, dejándole 4 dedos de
So again, we're going to tie our nozzle in with our 4-finger bubble on the end, or not bubble, but 4-finger section on the end, and then do that one more time. Get something that looks like an octopus.
Entonces lo hacemos 4 veces, le recordamos 4 veces el globo 260-014 de Jamar, que lo pueden encontrar en cualquier los puntos asociados de Jamar, en este caso ENM Fantasy. Muchas gracias por permitirnos hacernos esta clase hoy.
Okay, so we've got this crazy thing, right? We're going to go ahead, we're going to take this, put this back to where it was before, like that.
Ahora volvemos a poner el globo 350 entre el rectángulo.
So now what we're going to do is we want to find where we want the first half. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go about, I would say, about 4-inch bubble on either side. I'm going to twist 2 of these together.
Ok, entonces vamos a agarrar dos de los de lado.
Right now. So I'm going to come up forward a little bit. So you guys see how I twisted this together. The other side here isn't twisted together, right? So it's just 2 separately. We're going to come up to about here, and we're going to match it up, and we're going to twist it.
O sea que vamos a anudar los dos lados menos el de 350 que está en el medio y con eso hacemos 2 nudos.
Perfect. All right, now on this side we're going to do a pinch twist. On the other side we're also going to do a pinch twist. This is going to angle them properly. We're also going to have tie points as well. So.
Y ahora vamos a hacer un pellizco en cada lado.
Like that. Again. Pinch twist. So we have 2 pinch twists like that, right?
Very nice.
Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these, whichever one is your favorite. I'm going to wrap it over the top. And we're going to tie it
we're going to cross them over.
the side. We're going to crisscross one over the top like that.
Okay, ahora vamos a unirlo de lado a lado. Vamos a traer uno para este lado y el otro para el otro.
Like that. So now that's over top like this. Now we're going to take this one. So I want this to be rounded because the creature has more of a rounded head and it's not very boxy. So you want to, when you pull these guys in, you're going to pull it and kind of push that down, kind of create that bow. Because I could very easily just feel like this and now it's very boxy, right? It's hard to show you guys with all these extra pieces.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you to do it a little bit slowly because we need to understand this very, very nicely, please.
Yes. So you see how if if I just lazily go across like this without putting any tension, it creates it's more boxy than anything. Yeah. We don't want to box. We want to pull this in. We want to push it as much as we can in because now it rounds it around. You want that round effect, not that blocky effect.
Chicos, entonces el propósito es que cuando unamos eso no quede como un cuadro, es que quede bien circularmente. Cuando unamos so we tie both pairs, right, Austin?
Yeah. So we have one underneath, one over top. Kind of give it a little squeeze. You're going to notice that they're not going to be equal. One might be smaller than the other. That's totally fine as far as these sections. So this section is smaller than this one. We want that because we pulled this in tighter so that it actually rounds off that head.
Okay. Acá pueden ver que no va a quedar bien parejo, pero eso no importa porque ese es un efecto que nosotros conseguimos cuando anulamos eso. Eso no importa si no queda bien parejo. Para los que apenas están uniendo, estamos haciendo una criatura de extraterrestre de la película Alien vs. Predator.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the inside of here, I'm going to push it, I'm going to pull it up.
Y ahora el 350 vamos a alarlo y vamos a darle como una curva.
So I'm going to roll that up so it's a little bit more bent. Looks good. All right, now that's there. Now we have all these extra ones here. So what I'm going to do is one of these, pick the one with the most twist. So like I'm looking at these guys here. Looks like they're about the same. So we'll just take one of these. We're going to lap it here, and we're going to create a split twist right in the center. So measure this out like this. Okay, that's about center. We're going to do... So that's about half.
Vamos a agarrar uno de los 260 y vamos a hacer un split twist.
Yep, so we want like a 2-inch bubble here, followed by one 1-inch bubble.
O sea que es dos dedos de una burbuja de 2 dedos y hacemos 2 burbujas de 1 dedo.
Like that. So we got 2-inch bubbles. We're going to spin that. Then we're going to split it in half. Woo!
Those of you who are lost as just as I am, remember we can always rewatch this video in our Jamar YouTube page. That's Jamar USA. So please subscribe, guys.
So I'm going to try one more time because that one pops. That's okay. So we're going to go in half here, followed by 2 bubbles. 1, 2. We're going to create a split twist with these.
Con las dos burbujas que hicimos, hacemos una burbuja entera con ellos. Un nudo, pues.
So, because this what's going to happen is this is actually going to be where we're going to tie the head into the body, right? That's going to be where the neck's going to go. So now we have that. Now we're again doing about half. We're going to match that up. I want to tie that in. So once this is tied into the other side, I'll show you guys here in a second. We're going to break this guy off. We don't want this one.
Okay. That's after we do the split twist, right?
Yep. So we do our split twist. So we have about 2-inch bubble, split twist, 2-inch bubble. The excess we no longer need, so we just broke that, chucked it.
Entonces, acá como pueden ver, tenemos la burbuja de 2 dedos, después tenemos 2 burbujas juntas, después una burbuja de 2 dedos, y ahí amarramos y botamos el resto.
Perfect. All right. So, now that we have these 2 here on the side, these 2 extra ones. We no longer want these, so we're just going to break these off.
Ya que no necesitamos eso, lo vamos a cortar.
So when you break off the other one, so when I'm breaking off this one here, I'm breaking this one off. I'm not going to deflate the air out of it. We need this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to break it off down here, hold the air in it.
Okay. Ahora, la última que vamos a quitar, vamos a aguantar porque eso sí lo necesitamos.
Hold the air in this guy. Give it a little burp. Tie it off.
Le damos un poquito de aire y después lo amarramos.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to do a split twist. So we're going to do 1 bubble.
Ahora es una burbuja.
2 bubbles.
Y el split twist.
Then we're going to go ahead, wrap them around. So you have the knot here. Take that knot, push it through the bubbles. Because by doing that, it's not going to come undone on you.
Y entonces el nudo lo empujamos entre las burbujas.
Then we're going to split it in half.
Y ahora lo doblamos a mitad.
Now I'm going to go about, I'd say about 6 to 7 inches here. Again, we're doing the exact same thing. We're making like a dog bone, right? So we're doing another one here.
Y ahora es como si fuéramos haciendo un hueso de perro, que es como es una burbuja de 6 dedos, y hacemos lo mismo. El split twist, que son 2 burbujas transformadas en un pellizco.
So you have, this is why I call it the dog bone. Looks like a dog bone, right? We don't want this here.
Ahora cortamos el exceso.
So we've got this. Now this, if you guys remember in the movie, Alien has a baby mouth that comes out of his big mouth, like that's what this is.
Sí, esto es la parte de la boca del extraterrestre.
So we're going to take that nozzle. That's why we did nozzle side first, because now we have a tie point. And we're going to tie right into here, right?
Y ahora la vamos a amarrar al cuello del 350. Leslie, this is Austin. I'm not sure if you know him, but that's one of the best twisters I know.
Thank you.
We have it's a friend of ours. She's there. She's watching you right now.
Awesome. So, all right. So here we have the baby mouth kind of sticking out, right? We've got the head coming. Now this head, you guys will notice, is massive. We don't want this long of a head, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to find a point, because they do have some extra down here. So I'm going to kind of roll this, play with it, look at the design, say, okay, I like it to be, think about here is about good, right? For the head, I think that's good. So we're going to take this off, we're going to break it.
Como eso es parte de la cabeza, no necesitamos tanto cuello. Entonces vamos a ver qué punto nos gusta cortar el cuello, porque no necesitamos tanto.
Right, for that. All right, so if you guys have a cutter, you can just cut off this tail here, because again, they don't have much hair, especially not just one single hair dangling off the back. Get rid of it. So,
now, is this design?
Teeth, even though that's a big no-no. Don't use your teeth, people. Do as I say, not as I do.
Austin, is this a new design, or is this something that you already worked on before?
So this is something that I like to make a lot. So when I do certain restaurants or certain events, and somebody asks for, oh, just make me something crazy, and I have time, I'm like, well, what are you into? And they say anything sci-fi at all. It doesn't matter what it is. They're into whatever. I'm like, cool. This is my go-to, because I do really big. And right now I'm in the process to convincing Jamar to make 646s. they had the 646. If you make this part of the head out of a 646 and build it around, oh, it's fun. It's so.
Básicamente lo que está contando, básicamente lo que está contando él es que cuando la gente le pide en un restaurante o algo como por el estilo y le pide algo bien exagerado, bien como wow, y él siempre va a este diseño porque es algo que trae mucho la atención.
And then also, guys, as a side note, if you make something like this, so this is going to be the head, right? But if I'm thinking all kinds of other things, I also think, okay, now we've got a really cool gun design. You can add things to. You get with twisters, our brains are crazy. We can take things that we learn and adapt them in a million different ways. So already I'm looking at this, like, oh, this is kind of like a fun, like little laser gun or whatever. All kinds of fun things you guys can do with different content. But there's this part.
Un tip que él les comenta es algo como la mente de un twistero siempre tiene un diseño. Y como estamos viendo, estos diseños los podemos usar para muchas cosas. Porque, por ejemplo, apenas estamos terminando la cabeza de un extraterrestre, pero ahí podemos ver que se ve como una arma. Y entonces la mente de un twistero trabaja así, que solamente con estos pasos podemos llegar a hacer esa arma y agregarle un poquito más de detalle para tener un arma y después quizás meterlo lo podemos transformar en una cabeza de un extraterrestre. Entonces, hay muchas formas y muchas técnicas que podemos usar para llegar a muchas cosas. All right, let's go.
All right, perfect. Okay, so now we're going to take our silver shiny 260. Or, yeah, no, you guys have 260s. I have a 350. Again, do as I say, not as I do.
Ya, vamos a coger un 260 shiny silver. How many fingers? Or how... Oh.
So you want to have a significantly long tail because again we're making a bubble string to make you want to have a lot of extra room back here because you guys know doing bubbles you lose a lot of your balloon really quick.
Okay, ahora lo que vamos a hacer son los dientes del extraterrestre, entonces para hacer el shiny silver vamos a dejarle como casi la mitad de espacio porque como son puras burbujas necesitamos demasiado espacio, entonces.
Okay, guys, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to take this guy here. We're going to now, again, So we have these pinch twists here, right? Right here, 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 and here. We're going to go ahead. We're going to tie in our silver.
Vamos a amarrarlo a uno de los pellizcos que iniciamos.
Now, if you can get more than 3 or more looks the best, right? So we're going to do...
Wait. Hands up. There we go.
So we do 1, 2, so another one, 3. Like I can get 4 in here, so that's good. So we do 4 bubbles.
Okay, tenemos 4. Y ahora amarramos. We tie it to the next pinch twist.
There we go.
Y le amarramos hacia el pellizco del otro lado.
Pushing these bubbles, these end bubbles, underneath, create the curled lip. So in the movie, they curled our lip when they. So doing that, you're pushing this part here. You're pushing it up, and you stuff these bubbles underneath, which create that curl in that.
Y entonces con esos dientes los vamos a introducir debajo del 260 que tenemos arriba para darle ese efecto de la boca.
All right, now I broke this off. Hold the air in.
Y ahora el excedente lo vamos a mantener. What are we going to do with the Oh, it's the bottom part of the teeth, right?
That's the bottom part of the teeth.
Okay, so lo que nos sobra
but on the underside.
Lo que nos sobra de arriba, de los dientes de arriba, los hacemos para los dientes de abajo.
And if you can get 4 teeth on top, you can do it because we matched it up exactly. You can do 4 teeth on the bottom, right?
Y como hicimos 4 dientes arriba, vamos a hacer 4 dientes abajo. Very nice so far. You guys have any questions, please let us know. We understand that sometimes twisting might not be the easiest thing to do, but guys, it's all about learning and it's all about seeing what we could do with balloons. So don't be scared, don't be shy.
Oh yeah, I'm good. You guys will know too. If you guys start following me on my stuff, if you guys have questions, you guys can go in. You can slide into my DMs. I can answer literally any question you guys have.
Para la gente que tiene preguntas sobre twisting o de la clase de algo, también pueden escribirles a él por directo. Recuerda que es Awesome Austin Events. Igualmente va a estar etiquetado en el live cuando esté grabado en la cuenta de EM Fantasy.
Okay, so now we have the split twist down here. We're going to take the very end of this. We're going to tie this in down here.
That's the leftover of what we had, right?
Yep, this is still leftover. It's one balloon does it all.
Okay, entonces, cuando cortamos el excedente de los dientes de abajo, vamos a unirlo al punto de amarre.
So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to do 3 bubbles. We're going to try to get 3 bubbles. So we do 1.
Acá vamos a hacer 3 burbujas.
Let's see if I can get it.
We have space for that? Do we have space for that?
Do I have a what?
Do we have space for 3 bubbles?
Yep. So we got 3 bubbles here. Tie it. And it's going to be easier for you guys with the 260, 250 right now.
Yeah.
Now these, we don't want this pyramid, right? So we're going to take this guy, we're going to pull it to the very side. Again, with this one, pull it to the very side. So you have that spacing. Those are the baby teeth in the front there. So now we got the little teeth in the front.
Yeah, tenemos, so we have 3 sets of teeth.
Yep.
Ahora tenemos.
1 top here, 1 bottom, and then 1 little for the baby mouth that sticks out. All right, now that's stage 1. Now we do the body.
Ahora, esta es la parte 1. Ahora vamos a hacer el cuerpo del extraterrestre.
So you're going to want to grab, that's where the second 350 comes into play.
Ahora vamos a agarrar el segundo 350.
Or space.
Vamos a dejar el globo y dejar 4 fingers, right?
4 finger.
Y vamos a dejar 4. Ese es el 350, dejamos 4 dedos.
Give it a little burp, tie it off. Okay. Now we're going to take the, step over here. Spaces. All right, so we have that pinch twist in the base there like we had before. We're going to take the nozzle here. We're going to tie that nozzle into that split twist there.
Yeah, is that the bottom part or the top?
So this is going to be the bottom. This is where the neck is going to come out of, and then we're going to build the body up from there. So we're going to take nozzle, take our nozzle, tie the nozzle into here, right inside that split twist.
Ahora, en los pellizcos que hicimos anteriormente, vamos a unir el cuerpo hacia la cabeza, porque por debajo.
Now he's got his neck on. All right. You can just end here, and that's the end here. This is never done. You just killed me.
Y con eso terminamos la clase.
All right. So now we have this. What I want to do is to thicken the neck, right? Because this is going to be the body of it. To thicken the neck, we're going to do a section. We're going to go down 2 inches. And so we're going to do, here, I'll show you. So we're going to do 2-inch bubble here.
Ahora vamos a hacer una burbuja de 2 dedos.
Nice perfect sphere almost, right? Give it a little twist. We're going to go do this another one like that. So we have 2 of those.
Tenemos 2 burbujas.
We're going to then...
Wait, there we go.
Twist it into the base, maybe. Back into that split twist in the bottom there. So we're just doubling it up back and forth. There we go. So we have this. It's built into that bottom there. So we got 1, 2, and then this one here, we're going to create another one, literally slightly smaller. So I'm doing another bubble. So we're making 3 bubbles.
Okay.
One back up.
Entonces empezamos con 2 burbujas, la unimos y después de cuando hacemos el nudo, seguimos con la tercera burbuja.
Okay. Now what we're going to do is a little tricky. So I'm going to take my 2 thumbs here. I'm going to pull these 2 bubbles apart. At the same time, I'm going to take these fingers. I'm going to push it in. So I'm going to be rolling and pushing at the same time, which is going to combine
Can we step a little in front of the camera? Awesome, please. There we go.
Again, so you're here.
Ahora, así que vamos empujando las 2 burbujas.
All right? We have the bubble there. We have these guys here. I'm going to push and pull.
Con las dos manos vamos a jalar y empujar a la misma vez para poder
So rolling that through the two there.
introducir la burbuja hacia las dos.
Now you've just created a nice thick neck.
Con eso hacemos el cuello del extraterrestre.
So now we've got that neck is a little thicker, right? That's what
Yep.
we wanted. So otherwise, if you make the neck too skinny, this is a big head. It's going to be all over the place.
Entonces, esto es para darle estabilidad al extraterrestre, porque si lo dejamos con nada más el 260, va a quedar bailando.
Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go down. This is going to be the back of our guy here. So we're going to do about that much for the back. That's going to be his, and then we're going to go.
Con dos manos de burbuja que vamos a hacer porque es la espalda y siguiendo una burbuja.
So now we have their back. We're going to do a split twist here. That's where we're going to tie the tail in when we're done. So that's where the tail's going to get tied into. We're going to double this up, right?
Y ahora lo unimos para hacer todo. Okay, there we go. I know how to do that one.
Yeah.
That I know how to do.
Here, we're going to roll this up and combine. We're gonna bow it. This is gonna be where that profile for our alien starts coming into play, right?
Yes.
But we're gonna make the legs first, and then we're gonna put the legs here, and then we're gonna pin the legs in with this one, right? So we're gonna leave this detached for now.
Vamos a dejar esto acá porque vamos a trabajar los pies.
Pin in our legs. Okay. So, to make the legs for our xenomorph, we're going to start with a 260. Fingers.
Vamos a empezar con los pies que son en 260. How many? 2 fingers, right?
Yeah, we're doing 4 fingers.
Oh, 4 fingers. Vamos a dejar 4 dedos como siempre.
So, for the feet for this guy, what we're going to do is we're going to create so these guys have almost like kangaroo style, you know, like kind of like that bend like that. They walk like this. It's all backward facing.
Like dinosaurish.
Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to create the first part is going to be a pinch twist and a split twist combined to have 3 toes, basically.
Okay.
So
wait. Yeah. Entonces, como estos son, vamos a hacer los pies del extraterrestre. Son básicamente como si fueran unos dinosaurios que son muy así. Vamos a hacer una técnica para darle este efecto. So we start off with, I'm sorry, how many?
So we're going to do 3. So we're going to create a split twist first. So 1-inch bubble.
Vamos a poner una burbuja de
another 1-inch bubble.
Otra burbuja.
Or if you will, like we did before with the mouth, we're going to
lo anudamos.
that knot or stuff it through the center here. So you have that. Now we're going to split that in half.
Ahora la vamos a dividir en dos.
So you got this. But now we're going to add one more bubble to it. So we're going to do one more split pinch twist right on top there.
Y ahora otro pinch twist.
That looks like. Okay. That's what we should have.
Y así como debemos tener.
That's going to be the base of that foot there, right? We're going to go to about, I would say, about a hand's length from fingertip to the top of the bubble to your palm. Give that a twist, so it ends up being about 4 to 5 inch here.
Y como una mano aproximadamente largo para hacerle una burbuja. Y volvemos a hacer el pellizco.
Again, you guys kind of start to see like the leg kind of coming together. We're going to do another pinch twist here.
Y otro pellizco.
We're going to go up about 3 to 4 inches. Pinch twist.
Y otro pellizco con 4 pulgadas que subimos.
We're going to go to about here or so. So we're going to go another section about that big.
Otra sección, como el mismo procedimiento, 4 dedos y otro pellizco.
So again, you've got one section down here, another section right here, pinch twist, another section, pinch twist. Bring this one down. So we have, oh gosh, let me get closer. A lot of twisting, so it can get a little confusing here. So we got our 3 bubbles, a section,
burbujas, conexión, pellizco,
a section, pinch twist. And then we're going to fold this guy back down. Roll it in here.
Y ahora nos vamos con la otra parte del globo.
And that looks like this. All right. Now we have this extra piece here. We're going to roll it up. So I'm going to show you where that's at. So that guy's sticking out here, right? Because we came down into this one. We got the extra here. We're going to roll that back up to here. Roll that around.
All right, can we go back to the camera, please? There, a little bit more. There we go. That's it.
So you should have something that looks like that. Now the reason we did this is because this is the beefy part of the leg, and then this is the actual little stem leg part. We get the foot leg, the strong part of the leg, like the upper part. And then this side here, this is what we're going to use when we wrap that belly down. It's going to pinch around here and hold, right? So that's what how the legs are going to.
Como podemos ver, can we hold it up for a second? Como podemos ver acá, esto es el pie, los dedos, las 3 burbujas son los dedos. Ahora sería la parte del pie que sube y esa parte gruesa sería como las piernas del extraterrestre.
That makes sense, Anna? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do another one of these.
Y ahora repetiremos el mismo proceso para hacer la segunda parte de pierna.
Right.
I see the shape, Austin. I see it already.
So it's coming together. All right.
Y ahora como vemos, ahí sí tenemos, para la gente que no ha visto la película Alien vs. Predator, por favor, busquen en Google Alien vs. Predator. Es una película de ciencia ficción y esa base esta decoración.
All right, so now we're going to take a black 260. Again, we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. So if you guys got lost on this one, don't worry, we're going to do it all over again.
Y por si se perdieron en la primera pierna, vamos a hacer la segunda pierna para que puedan poner atención. Le recordamos que todos estos globos los podemos encontrar en nuestro cuento asociado y en Fantasy, que es nos asociamos en Ohio. Y como en todas las partes donde venden Gemar, podemos encontrar estos globos Morning. Y esto le recordamos que puede ser muy difícil lo que estamos haciendo, o tal vez no son familiares con eso, pero no les dé miedo porque eso es una forma de expresar en una arte y también elevar sus decoraciones.
Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. So we got this guy here. We're going to do 2 bubbles. 1, 2. We're going to fold them in half. We're going to twist. And take that knot. We're going to stuff it through these guys here. Hello.
Hey, Austin. I'm sorry. There's a question here. Do you feel like does working with modeling balloons, does the color like kind of like make it more difficult to work with, or it doesn't really matter? Like depending on the color.
For what? So as far as like black versus other colors.
Yes.
So one thing that I've noticed with any, doesn't matter what brand you go to, it's black is always the most difficult to work with. Black it has a very short shelf life. And it's very sensitive to heat, sensitive to
and attract all the light.
It gets the hottest. It goes bad the fastest. As far as that goes, so like that's why you guys will notice when I'm inflating, there's a lot of pops just with inflating, and that's why I have way more balloons than I need, because if I pulled out the exact amount, I would have been pulling them out of my bag over and over again. And it's got nothing to do with the brand. It's got everything to do with the fact that the black balloons are just the worst to work with.
Is there any like tip that you give besides having more balloons?
Be patient, because you're like it's really all there is to it. It's one of those things where which is a fun tip to teach you guys. One of the biggest things you guys can practice is a fallback word. So things happen, and I know me personally, I would just say things really quick. Like I'll get upset and I'll be I'll say a bad word. We don't want that, right? So find a fun word that you practice when you start doing balloons with black or with any balloon. It'll teach you guys to like say something like I don't know, let's say flip doodle, There you go. Say flip doodle. So instead of it practice, because you don't want to say, you know, ah, crap. We don't want that from kids. So you just go, flip doodle. You know what I mean? Like, that's just it's a good thing to practice. So now it make that into a part of your thing so you don't slip up and say the wrong thing. Black will help you teach that.
Well, thank you so much for the tip, Austin.
Yeah.
Para los que no saben, los globos modeling son unos globos que trabajamos bajo mucho estrés porque siempre estamos manejando y dándole vuelta y anudando y cosas. Entonces, nos dice que el color negro en particular, no importa la marca, es algo que siempre va a traer más luz, más calor, así que puede ser un globo más delicado. Así que tengamos paciencia cuando trabajamos con el color negro.
All right. Sorry, I'm just sipping my mega pint of coffee.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. We're going to go ahead. We got the 2 bubbles here. We're going to split these in half. Like that. Followed by a 3rd bubble.
Aquí vamos a hacer 3 burbujas otra vez. Hey, Austin, we have someone saying hi to you from Iran.
Hey, how are you? All right. So, we've got this. Another really fun trick, guys. So, you saw how fast if I twist at my actual speed, I'm very quick. Best way to practice your speed and endurance is focus on slow is fast, fast is slow. If you practice enough, you'll get better and better and better at it to where you can then, it becomes muscle memory. Good way to practice muscle memory is if you're watching TV or doing anything, just inflate a balloon and work your fingers up the balloon. And once you're here, go down, work it down. And that's all you do. It's just a hand exercise that you guys can learn. But then all of a sudden, when you do, so you guys already know we're doing a section here. That's when you start getting that
Okay.
peak,
Un buen tip, guys, que tenemos, que nos acaba de dar Austin. I'm going to ask you to do it again. So,
Yeah.
Okay. Para que podamos ver, es un ejercicio que pues, él acaba de recomendar para trabajar con los globos, con las manos, porque trabajamos mucho con las manos. Can you do that same exercise again?
Yeah.
Real quick.
So
yeah.
you just literally work it down.
Wait, let me translate it in Spanish.
Work it down.
Let me translate it in Spanish.
Yep.
Okay. So keep doing it as I speak. Entonces, como pueden ver, ese ejercicio hace que agilicemos los dedos de las manos para poder trabajar mucho mejor y así podemos trabajar mucho más rápido y mucho más eficiente.
So,
we have someone saying that was so fast.
Yeah. So the faster you are, the more chances you have on twisting bigger, crazier stuff, right? So I can do this. Some people, if I were to do this on my own, twisting at my speed, I can make this in about 4 to 5
Yeah.
You know, somebody else, it could take them 15, 20 minutes. But the faster you get, the higher chance you can pump out more impressive. You do more impressive work, you get more impressive gigs, and your money goes up. Think about it.
Entonces, así podemos trabajar para poder trabajar una decoración y terminarla en el tiempo menos posible para poder seguir decorando o haciendo twisting para un evento.
All right, guys. So now we're going to go ahead. We're going to create another section with the same size again.
Otro print twist.
I'm going to slow down again. Sorry about that. All right. So we create that section again. Now we're going to do it again. So we're going to create another section here.
Esto no lo tengo que traducir porque ya lo hemos visto.
So again, we've got our little toesies, the rest of our foot, our heel to our foot. So that's our heel. Then we've got the skinny part of the leg. And then we've got the muscular part of the leg. So we're going to fold this back.
Para los que están preguntando, el nombre de Awesome Austin lo podemos buscar a él como Awesome Austin en Facebook, TikTok y en Instagram.
So we've got that, and now we're going to fold this back down like this. Now you got the big meaty cool, the big chunky part there. That's the upper part of the leg. So here you have our 2 legs here. I made one leg a little bigger than the other. That's okay. He'll just walk all weird. So it's fine.
Y con eso tenemos los 2 dedos. Les recuerdo que podemos ver estos videos en la cuenta de AM Fantasy, nuestro asociado en Ohio, o en nuestra cuenta de YouTube, Jamar USA, para que se suscriban. Guys, if you guys are lost as I am, or if you just joined right now, please don't forget that we could rewatch this video at ENM Fantasy. That's our associate in Ohio, Jamar Associate. Or you could subscribe to our YouTube channel, Jamar USA, and watch all the videos, including this one.
Perfect. So right now we got a little tiny bubble here. So it's easier to make a bubble and twist it in than it is to try to push the air down and grab a little nozzle. It's a lot easier just to make a small bubble to use a tie-in. It actually makes your tie-ins a lot stronger and a lot better.
Entonces, en la parte gruesa de las penas vamos a hacer una burbuja para poder amarrarlos.
So we're going to take this little bubble here. And we're going to tie this into this pinch twist right here.
Y vamos a agarrar al pellizco de la pierna. Wait, can you get the camera, please? Everything you do must be in front of the camera, please.
Yep, sorry about that, bud. So we tie that little bubble in around that guy like that. Now, normally, if you have enough, I'm gonna attempt to make another bubble here. As you guys can see, I am out of room. I should have left more than what I made, but that's okay.
You live and learn.
If it pops, it's not a problem because we still have this part, which will be fine. But I like to double it up. It's a good practice to double up your balloons because if something like that does happen, it's not a critical failure because you still have pieces. So that's why, it's just easier to have double if you can. It makes, if you can double it. But if it doesn't, it's not a big deal. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to make another bubble.
Yeah,
There, it's tiny little bubble there. We're going to use that, and we're going to tie that into the other side. So we have two sections, right? Give it our best shot here. We did it, guys. It's so little. All right, cool. All right, so now you guys can see we've got our legs here, right?
Como podemos ver, tenemos las dos piernas que unimos y va a ser la base de nuestro extraterrestre.
Now we're going to take our body that we had created previously. We're going to stick our legs in here. And we're going to wrap this down and pressure fit it.
Y ahora vamos a presionar con la parte que está colgando del T50, lo vamos a introducir las piernas. Wait. Can we do this to the front? Because when we put it to the side, yeah. There we go. I think it was more, yeah.
Just create a section because this is going to be broken off at the end. But we're just going to take this, we're going to wrap that into there. So we've just taken that guy there, we strapped it around, holding those legs into place. We can position them now a little bit, get them to where we want them. A lot of this is just positioning. There we go. So we've got our legs, right? Right. Okay. So now this guy, we don't want this.
Y como no queremos la parte de atrás, vamos a cortarle. Excelente.
Get rid of it. Tie it in. So it doesn't come undone. But now we've got our feet here and everything good to go. Like that, right? No. Now, something very simple. You guys see right here, we've got a hole. That's where we're going to slide the arms in. Arms are very easy.
Y ahora como vemos el hueco de la parte de arriba del cuerpo, vamos a hacerle unos brazos. Austin, we have someone commenting saying that it's going to look very, very nice at the end.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a fun one to do. It's one of my favorite go-tos, especially sci-fi stuff.
And we also have someone here. Well, have someone here saying, I'm very lost, but I really want to see the ending.
All right, sounds good. Again, if you have questions, if you guys want to, you can rewatch it over and over again. I'm trying my best to break it down the best for you guys. But again, it's something new, so you're gonna get lost. It's gonna happen. This is why it's nice to have these features where you can play back over and over again. If the playbacks aren't working, again, you can always reach out to me personally, and I can help you walk you through step by step if you need it. However you guys want to do it, I'm here for you guys. So.
Acá nos dice, estoy perdido, pero quiero ver el final. Recuerden, acá podemos ver el video entero lo podemos repetir, pero él nos cuenta que es normal que se sientan perdidos porque es algo nuevo. Pero lo importante es que practiquemos y tengamos la mente abierta para poder hacer este tipo de cosas, porque son muy interesantes.
All right. So now what we're gonna do for the arms, you want to do it again. You're gonna hear this a lot. 4-finger space.
Ahora vamos a hacer otro para las manos, vamos a hacer el 260 con 4 dedos de falta.
4 fingers. Burp it. So the hands are real easy. We're gonna do a 2-inch bubble.
Vamos a hacer un pellizco de 2 pulgadas.
Fold it in half. Like that. Twist it. Put the knot through so it doesn't come undone.
Y lo vamos a cortar, hacer los dos nudos.
Then we're gonna do a pinch twist.
Ahora un pellizco.
That's one hand is done. Because he has the claws in the front, right?
Y esta es la mano porque como vamos a ver, él va a tener las manos así.
Right, and now we're gonna go about, I would say 5 inches, and then we're going to go to the side. We're gonna fold it in half like this, and I'm going to shock twist. So those of you guys who are newer to shock twisting and other things like that, I'll just show you guys up front. So we've got the claw like this, right? We're gonna go about here. I'm gonna fold it towards like that, right? Now that that's folded in half, we're gonna hold this guy together. I'm gonna go to the top. I'm gonna push all the air out. I'm gonna twist. Now that's twisted. I just have the twisted, and I'm gonna squeeze this and let my hand go on the top. So what's gonna do is I'm gonna shoot that air back into that spot, or pop it right in front of your face. Do it again. It's always when that happens.
Le recordamos que como estamos maltratando el globo, esas cosas pueden pasar. Así que no, por eso es que nos dijo que vamos a usar muchos 260 por si acaso, porque con esas técnicas el globo sufre mucho y va pasando un episodio de estrés.
So we squeeze it out, let the air back in. Once it shoots back in, we've now got an angle without having to put a bubble there.
Y ahora tenemos un ángulo sin tener que poner la burbuja. Así es como lo hacemos.
So now we take that. Now you guys could also just do a pinch twist here, but I've also noticed that the more pinch twist, the more twisting people put into their designs, the more busy it looks and less clean and cohesive it turns up to be. So.
Y en esta parte vamos a hacer el pellizco porque él dice que nota que cuando tenemos muchos turnos, muchas vueltas, muchos nudos en la figura pierde mucho su personalidad. Así que lo mejor es que sea algo bien detallado y no tanta mecánica.
All right, so now we're going to take this part here. You guys can see right through here. Hi, guys. Slide that through that section. I'm going to grab the end. We're going to slide it through. So now he's got that arm bent in front like that. All right.
Tenemos la mano. Is that one hand we're going to do with one balloon?
Doing the other hand is going to, so that's why we didn't make the other hand, because it wouldn't have slid through, because it would have been too big.
So now we're going to do it with the same balloon, right?
Do the same exact thing with the same balloon. We're just doing it opposite. So instead of doing hand, then shock twist, we're going to do shock twist, then hand.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is
la misma técnica. Vamos a hacer el shock twist, que es cuando hacemos una curva sin tener el pellizco, que estamos, literalmente lo pellizcamos y hacemos esa curva.
Now we're going to do a pinch twist first.
Y hacemos un pellizco.
Bubble.
Let me tell you, Austin, I'm very lost, but I am very amazed. So,
so that's pinch twist. Now we're going to do the bubbles here, 1 and 2.
Como pueden ver, yo estoy muy perdido, pero lo importante es que nos estamos entreteniendo y también aprendiendo.
This is extra. So we're going to break that off. Get rid of it.
Y así es fácil se hace esto.
So we have our hands for our xenomorph, our feet, and then the last thing is that iconic tail. So all you're gonna need 4 balloons for the tail. But once the tail is done, we're done. So.
Y ahora vamos a hacer la cola. Porque le recordamos, esta escultura es la que le gusta hacer cuando le piden a la gente algo loco. Y para los que no saben, esta película se llama, la voy a poner a conectar, Alien vs. Predator,
All right, guys. So here we go. We're gonna do the tail next. So what I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna again.
Wait, Austin, let me just say something real quick.
Yep.
Acabo de escribir el nombre de la película el extraterrestre que él está haciendo, que se llama Alien vs. Predator. Lo puse en los comentarios para que puedan ver cuando termine el live y vayan a buscar esa película para que vean la foto que se parece idéntico a esta escultura que estamos viendo hoy. All right.
So we're just gonna take 4 balloons for the tail, right? So, and we're gonna do something called a chain twist. Chain twist just looks the best. It looks because you can actually naturally curve it. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So when we're doing this one, a lot like the bubble stream, we want to have a lot of extra space. So instead of doing 4, we're gonna do like 6 or 7.
Are these 260s?
260s, yes.
Que vamos a agarrar para hacer la cola son 4 260 y vamos a dejar más de 4 dedos, vamos a hacer como 6 o 7 dedos de distancia porque necesitamos suficientemente aire para estirar. So guys, if you're joining right now, please look up Alien vs. Predator and just compare it to this creature we're doing right now, and it's going to be the same exact one.
So again, we're going to take 4. We're going to go all the way up. So we're going to do 4 of these in the same way.
Vamos a hacer 4.
Good amount of tail.
Son como 5 o 6 dedos.
Now, you need to tie one knot on one. The second one, we're gonna tie. Don't tie it off. Just tie it into the other one, like you're going to make a duplet, because we're making a quad, but 260s instead. We're making a quad essentially.
Vamos a anularlo, no lo vamos a anular por completo porque vamos a unir los 4 juntos. Vamos a aprender la técnica que se llama chain twist, que son como cadenas como con pellizcos, me imagino. Yo no sé.
So, example, I'm tying this one. I'm going to take this one. I'm just going to tie this one into that one. Instead of tying 4 knots, I'm only tying 2 knots.
Y en vez de amarrar 4, vamos a amarrar 2.
I don't know how long we're going to have on this one. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it for the brisket. So you guys can see, like, when they start to go bad, you start to see, like, a little bit more transparent. So hopefully it lasts. So again, I'm just going to tie this bad boy to this one.
Now, if this pops, you have to start from scratch?
So no and yes. There's ways to work around it. I was going to teach a whole class on adapting. So when you're twisting, sometimes things happen in the middle of you twisting that it's going to be way more time to go all the way back to the beginning. There's different tips and tricks. So if this pops, it might give me a good way to teach you guys how to do a quick adapt and forward. There's a whole science to that. But all right, so we're going to take these 2 guys here, put them together. We'll go like this, give them a little wrap. Now they're all connected. Yay! So now on the back here, we have that big old pinch butt. We're going to go ahead and take these and we're going to tie these in back. And
Vamos a amarrarlo hacia la cola de el extraterrestre.
So now you should have them tied in back here. So now I'm going to walk up to the front here for you guys and show you. So we've got that tied into that pinch twist. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do about 3-inch section side by side. So I'm going to twist these guys together. So I have this section here. 1, 2. Then
dos nudos.
To make this kind of go like this. So it's the same, facing the same way. And then I'm going to wrap the other.
Es como hacer una cadena. Vamos a hacer las 2 burbujas, anularlas y después por encima vamos a hacer las otras. Okay, I get what you mean by chain.
Twist. Wrap it around.
Otro.
Twist. Wrap it around.
Austin, we have someone commenting, wow, it's art.
Yeah, thank you. So, exactly what I thought. We got a hole. We got a hole, people. All right, so, yeah, it's a really quick one. So let's go. All right, so we're not far enough into it. So 1 second. I'm going to have to pop these guys. Sorry.
Oh, really? Come on.
You're doing
Nice,
these,
nice.
I want to make sure that and again, I'm going to use my face to do these. It's just faster. Don't do as I say, not as I do.
Don't do that.
Oh, nothing. Didn't happen.
Oh, come on.
All right, it's just faster that way. All right, I'll slow it down. Gotta love it. That's why you need an entire bag of black. So.
Hey, Austin. I have a surprise for you.
Hey, what's up? How are you? Awesome.
I'm good.
Awesome, Austin.
We're making a very simple poodle. Is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Little,
Okay.
little poodle.
We're gonna-
Oh my God. Okay. I think I know who is the character. It's the local bouncer of Matthew.
What?
The local bouncer.
The local bouncer.
Yeah, of the disco. Hey, stop. Give me your ID.
That's a scary bouncer. That's a very scary bouncer.
So it's not your local?
No.
No?
That's a bouncer some other planet maybe.
It's a purebred poodle.
Ok, hola, espero que todos estén muy bien. Bueno, por aquí estoy pasando a ver esta gran escultura de este gran artista que se llama Austin. Me imagino que ya
Claro.
mucha gente ha hablado de él. Por aquí he visto unos Twister Lovers, como Wally. Estaba viendo a también una chica que decía que no entendía nada, pero quería ver el final.
Sí.
Me imagino que Leslie también está por aquí.
Uh-huh.
So I think it's a really nice class, right? It's different.
Something different, and it's also challenging. That's the whole point, to learn something and, inspire ourselves to do something that we normally don't do.
Yes, absolutely. Sometimes, it's very, when you work with the balloons, you really don't know how express the other artists or the entertainer. So I think sometimes you need to change. You need to see the other side of the balloons.
It's a change of perspective. Sometimes it's a nice little reset. And
Yes.
Very, very.
Oh my God.
All right, so once,
Tiene carillas.
No conoce la película Alien vs Predator.
No.
and
Para que lo vean, Alien vs Predator, guys, look it up.
That-
It's
twisting,
figure.
we're gonna twist into it. So we're gonna just create a bubble here on this side, tie it in.
Ahí se look this, wow.
¿Entró algo con la boca?
Shit.
Oh my God.
Now it's all the
Austin,
same.
we have someone saying here, it's amazing.
Oh, thank you. So now we're gonna do a pinch twist. We're gonna do a 2-inch bubble, guys. 2 inches. All right, so we're gonna do a 2-inch bubble here. One a little bit bigger, and then we're going to just pinch twist it, because that's gonna give it that curl. So the bigger that pinch twist is, the more it's gonna push against what we're about to do here. So in the movie, this guy has a curled spike in the tail.
It's like a scorpion.
We're just going to take it. We're going to shock twist it twice. So shock twist it down in the base.
Wow.
Now we're going to shock twist it further up in the top here,
Okay.
creating that hook. Shock twist, give it a little round so it rounds off a little bit. But now you've got that stabby on the back.
That's stabbies.
Break it off. Get rid of it. We don't want that.
Wait, Austin, please. Let's do a little bit slower, because I know this part we're talking about a lot of things, but please let's keep it a very that way we can understand, please.
Ok, vamos a tratar de hacerlo de
So
manera suave.
you also don't want these either. So we're just taking these guys off like that. Just take it off. You can snip it if you guys don't know how to break balloons. I can show you really quick with this last one. You got some practice. So best way to do it. So if you press all the,
Si presionan bien
if you push all the air out,
y
it just
con el dedo pulgar, prácticamente anclan. Ajá.
you want to get a little bit of air in between. So you're not pushing it down like this. It's just like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to turn your thumb like this, use the edge of your nail, and you hold one in place, and you press one. You can use your shoulders and just do one of these, right? Just do here, go. Do that, then you pinch. Then you can hold it in place. You can use it somewhere else, or you can go.
Como, para que no sabe, el que no sabe todavía no se ha dado cuenta, él también es un entretenedor. Él tiene compañías de entretenimiento, también hace disfraces, por eso es que tiene la personalidad que tiene.
Bueno, yo diría que más que una personalidad, por eso es como él es como decirte un showman, ¿no?
Yeah, it's a showman. Those of you who may know, he has a lot of companies where he is an entertainer. So
sí.
that's where his
Él tiene varias compañías de entretenimientos, de disfraces. Creo que es uno de los mejores Grinch que he visto. Realmente hace muchas cosas a nivel local. Ya dijimos de dónde es él. Él es de aquí, de Florida. Entonces, bueno, como pueden ver, por eso creo que tenemos esos chores de él, esos shorts como bien de summer. Ok. ¡Wow!
Para la gente que no ha visto la película, por favor, busquen en Google Alien vs. Predator. Es el mismo extraterrestre. Very, very nice. It's just
Está
the
genial.
same.
Everybody.
Por favor, mándenle aplausos. Comenten, por favor, clapping, clap. Everybody, please clap if you understood, if you learned.
Austin, I think everybody are,
Impressed.
I don't know,
Lots of
impressed,
words.
shocking.
Para las que aprendieron algo nuevo hoy o quieren intentarlo y lo que se les encantó lo que aprendieron hoy, por favor, mándenle aplausos a Austin, que tomó el día de hoy para enseñarles algo muy, muy diferente.
Sí, bueno, me gustaría ver que alguien replicara, por lo menos Wally. Cónchale, Wally, por favor. Ay, le quedó muy bien. Para los que no saben, él va a estar con nosotros en Las Vegas. Así que, bueno, esto es algo que nos llena de mucha alegría porque Austin realmente es un gran talento. Austin, really, you always look amazing. You always be incredible. And I think at the same time, it looks simple, but
it's complex, but
yes.
you make it look like it's something that we all could do.
All of the techniques that I tried. So my biggest thing when I do my designs is I try not to complicate it because, these are twists that the beginner balloon artist is either learning or should know. It's about the first 5 basic twists. I'm not doing distortion. I'm not doing anything.
About the foundations.
It's these just learning how to use the combinations to make something a little bit more impressive with the same techniques you all know already. So it makes it a lot easier to twist.
I think the arms, the legs can be, if you change the color and the face, you change completely the design. So I think it's very useful because starting at the foundations, you can start.
Or the Rick and Morty, gun. You got the radar. You got a kangaroo body.
No, we could do a lot of things with that.
Es verdad, él está comentando que, estábamos conversando con Austin acerca de que hacer este carácter.
Snake body. So now you can make a really cool, crazy snake that's more than just one balloon.
Exactly.
Entonces, como estamos hablando, eso es básicamente, vamos a hacer esculturas con los fundamentos, la base.
Las bases.
De un twister.
Como que cada parte, ¿no? Realmente ayudaría si cambian algunos elementos, por ejemplo, dejan las patitas, le dejan los brazos, pero le cambian la cara o le cambian algo de la cola. con otros colores, de alguna manera pueden hacer otro tipo de esculturas con la misma base. Entonces, por aquí, alguien dice que va a ver el video 5 veces. 5 veces. So, Austin, somebody here say that probably he needs to be the video 5 times.
He needs to see it 5 times, but he wants to.
That is fair. But he can do it.
This is the first. Yeah, keep tracking.
And these guys too, this kind of design is awesome too, because you can do it at a restaurant, you can do it at an event, or you can do it as a tabletopper. You can add it into decor pieces. If somebody's having a sci-fi day, you can now take that, put it into a, you can make it a giant candy cup. You can make this guy, if you beef this up, so you take your 260s and you turn all your 260s into 350s, what this ends up, you can do with this is you create a strap, you can wear it on your head, and it becomes a mask. And you can actually wear this.
Yes.
I've done that too, where you can actually wear that. You can make the tail that's on a band. You can put the tail on, so you got a tail. You beef the head up. You can wear the head, and you become the alien for costuming. There is so much you can do with this.
Él está comentando algo bien interesante, que él básicamente está diciendo que hasta lo puedes como separar por partes y puedes hacer varios elementos como para tener un disfraz, como para cargarlo con un sombrero, ponértelo de máscara, la cola la puedes como para cargarlo a tu lado, es decir, a lo mejor no uno, lógicamente estamos hablando para una visión para un niño, es decir, a un niño, un cumpleaños le das la parte del sombrero, la parte de la máscara, lo pones al lado y que él sienta que camina, realmente es algo como que supera cualquier diseño a lo cotidiano y más bien hace que sea algo fuera de lo común. Aquí dice, yo vi los diseños que elaboró en la convención de Twist y wow. Ok, Austin, one twisting artist say that he
saw your designs in one
your
of the
design.
conventions,
Yes.
and he was really amazed.
Awesome.
So he's your fan. I think you probably need to follow him too.
But we have a lot of people saying that they will practice this, and they're very thankful for you for sharing this today. It's something that we're not all familiar with, but thank you for helping us today, and we will practice.
I think the best option to check more about Austin is by TikTok, right?
TikTok and Facebook.
Yes.
Para los que no conocen, el TikTok de él es Awesome Austin 007. También tiene su Instagram, que es Awesome Austin Events, y Facebook es Awesome Austin. Lo pueden escribir también, pero él está muy activo en el TikTok.
Ok, y para que puedan ver dónde pueden conseguir estos materiales para practicar, para comprar estos globos y cualquier globo para decoración, pueden conseguirlos en todos nuestros asociados y en este caso nuestra cuenta host de hoy.
Y en Fantasy de Ohio.
Ohio. No tiene Instagram.
Sí tiene, bueno, él lo va a escribir en el...
Austin, please tell us why you don't be too much in Instagram.
He doesn't know how to use Instagram, but why don't you?
Why?
I have five children. And a lot of times too is I'm very busy with. Biggest thing that I'm.
Leslie has 5 children, and she tells us that's not an excuse.
He's the soulmate, he really understands very well.
On Facebook and TikTok, just because it's a little faster for me. I don't have to learn something new, and it really just comes down to I'm just lazy.
But Austin,
lack of learning.
But it's okay, because when you save the video, please write down all your Instagrams and all your your socials that they can find you, because they really want to get to see your work. Okay.
Perfect.
Pero recuérdense esto, tiene 5 hijos y no tiene mucho tiempo para entrar en el Instagram. Por favor, entiendan. I mentioned that you have 5 kids, so you don't have too much time to enter the Instagram. So please understand.
I gotta hire a whole nother person to run it. I was like, hey, you.
But either way, Austin, thank you so much for being here today. And just so you know, he will be giving more classes for this Gemar Live Adventure. So it's not the first time. I mean, it's not the last time that he'll be here with us. So thank you, and we hope to see you very, very soon.
Thank you, Austin. You really are an artist.
Yeah. Para los que apenas conocen a Austin, él va a estar en nuestra J-Lab Adventure por otras 2 clases más. Así que vamos a seguir aprendiendo con él y aprender de Justin con otros artistas también, pero más que todo vamos a aprender con Austin.
Okay.
So let's take a picture with the sculpture.
Please.
Let's see if we get
Your local
my local bouncer. Okay, guys. 1, 2. Very nice.
Whoa! Thank you for Amazing Friday. Awesome.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me.
No, it's been a pleasure, man. But thank you so much, guys. So remember, if we have any questions to ask him, please DM him, send him a message on Instagram, Facebook, or to TikTok. Any question you have with Twistin, please let know.
And thank you, and Fantasy Party, for open the house, the spot, the Instagram for us.
You have any message you want to share with the viewers before we go?
No, just I'm excited to continue to work with Jamar and help the whole industry as an entire just kind of raise up. If the more we know, the better the industry gets overall. So I'm just excited to be a part of that growth, and I'm excited to be here with Jamar USA and their growth. And I can't wait to continue to share what I know with all you guys, and and the future's looking really good. I'm excited about all of it, and I'm excited to
Yeah, me too.
call you.
Para despedirse, Austin, quiere dar las gracias y está muy agradecido de pertenecer a la familia Jamar y el crecimiento que ha tenido la industria de los globos. Él quiere ser parte de todo esto, entonces está muy, muy feliz de ser parte de todo esto.
Thank you,
so much,
Austin.
So
Please
save the live.
save the live,
Yeah, so
share the video.
I know you don't know how to use Instagram, but you see that X on the top. You're gonna exit, and then it's gonna give you an option to share at the bottom. You're gonna click share, and then you're gonna put the information, please.
Perfect.
Very simple.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Austin. Feliz semana para todos. Nos vemos el lunes. We'll see you on Monday.
See you Monday.
Pronto, bouncer.
All right, save it, please. Don't forget to write your stuff down.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.